So as I was checking my Twitters this morning, as I do, I noticed a tweet from a viewer named James. James sent to me a message that read, "Do you think the auction house will come back to Forza 6? Because if you press view history on the cars in your garage, it tells you the numbers of owners and stuff." So that got me thinking. I thought we would do a fun little discussion video today, sort of get everyone's opinion on the auction house and see what people think. So if you don't know what the auction house is, essentially what it was, I think the last time it was in a game was Forza Motorsport 4. Essentially what it was is exactly what it sounds like. It was an auction house, an auction store, where you could put up your own cars for sale, put them on the storefront for a certain price, and then other people playing Forza would actually go and bid on your cars and buy them. It was a really good way to sell and buy cars cheaper, or to make some money even, on the storefront with other users. If you've ever played really like any Ultimate Team games that EA has, essentially it's like the auction or like the bidding sort of process that they have on there with like players. So anyways, yeah, I decided to investigate Mr. James's tweet. So I started on my Xbox, went to click on my car, and I noticed that it's there. In fact, it's true. If you go down to view history, which I don't think anyone's ever clicked ever, you get all these really interesting facts about your car, actually. You can see like the top speed and how many miles it's driven, a bunch of really cool things. But the most interesting ones are the last two. It says number of owners, usually 1, and then it also says original owner, then it gives your gamer tag, essentially. And then, okay, that was like, okay, so it's there. I thought I would do some investigative work, though, and actually check Forza Motorsport 5. So I started up Forza Motorsport 5, went to my garage, clicked on a car, went down to view history, the first time I've ever done that in Forza Motorsport 5, and I've actually seen that it's the exact same thing in that game as well. You can actually see the number of owners and the original gamer tag of the owner, which is most probably you. And that got me thinking, okay, this is weird. Why is this in the game? This really has no purpose being here. So I went to check, is it on DLC cars? Nope, DLC cars are totally fine. And then I had an idea. Sometimes throughout the course of the game being out, you're sometimes sent cars by Forza. A year or 2 years ago, Forza did this thing over the holiday season to send a car to everyone who played the game. They sent 2 cars, I believe, a Ford Focus and a Hyundai Veloster, basically with just paints on their cars that said like happy birthday or whatever. And I went to go check those cars, and if you click view history on that, the number of owners is 2, and the gamer tag on those is most certainly not yours. So it's there, it's in the game, and it's kind of confusing, and I don't really know why it's there, to be honest. So to be honest, do I think the auction house is coming to Forza Motorsport 6? No. Sadly. We've never really been given a reason as to why the auction house wasn't present in Forza Motorsport 5, or why it's not in Forza 6. The reason why it's probably not in either of those games is because of hacking and money glitches that were present in Forza Motorsport 4, which was the last game the auction house was present in. Basically, what people would do is, on the Xbox 360, there were a bunch of ways to like pull your profile off of your Xbox, put it onto a USB, plug it into the computer, and you could basically add up your money, and you can give yourself infinite money, 99999 money, and you have the max amount of money in the game. Then what people would do is they would go onto their Xbox, go onto the auction house, and buy people's cars for the max amount of money in the game. Someone actually did this to me back in Forza 4. I put up a car on the auction house, and I said, hey, viewers, you can go buy this really cool car that I did a drift montage with. And the car sold for like the max amount of money, I think. But the Xbox One seems to be different. There isn't any really like glitches. You can't pull your profile off of the Xbox One, plug it into a computer. You can't do that. So yeah, I don't really think hacking your Xbox One is really a thing yet, so I'd like to see the auction house back. The auction house was just super fun. It was a sweet way to gift cars. Back in Forza 4, you could just gift cars to people, but even if you had to sell them for like $1,000 and you could just put it up and gift it to your friend, that was a really cool way. Let's not forget, it was also a super good way to do pink slips. You could like put up a car against your friend's car and then just go like do a drag race or go do a race or go do like a top speed thing, and then the winner, you'd have the loser person put up their car on the auction house, and the other person would go buy it and things like that. Or like you'd gift the car to your friend and things like that. It was just a good way to do pink slips and have a lot of fun with the game. So I thought we would do something fun today. As the feature was so much fun back in previous Forza games, I thought that we would sort of bother Turn 10 today. So in the description down below, there's going to be a click to tweet link. Essentially what it will do is send a message to Turn 10 and tell them that you would like the auction house to be in Forza Motorsport 6. Because hey, maybe if we send them enough messages, bombard them with enough requests to put this feature back in the game, we might see it. I don't know. Like I said, I had so much fun with this feature back in previous Forza games. If it was in this one, oh my god, I think this game would be a solid 10 on 10. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the auction house. It was just a really fun feature, but sadly it was ruined with hacking and things like that. but as that isn't really a thing on the Xbox One anymore, I'd love to see it back. I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys are as big of a fan of the auction house as I am, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we have an auction house in Forza 6. If not, Forza Horizon 3. That'd be pretty cool. Also, clubs. Clubs are good too. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.